Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Elimination Chamber review show of the IWC Radio podcast. We're all here, Chucks, Beans, and Will, here to discuss what we just saw about 4, 5, 6 hours ago on the Elimination Chamber from the beautiful city of Jeddah, I believe. I almost said Riyadh. I was like, no, not Riyadh, the other one, Jeddah. How you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
How are you?
Hey, there we go. Hold on, I have to do this, otherwise I'm gonna pass out. There we go.
Oh.
It's a voltage.
Yeah, I'm gonna join in today actually.
It's one of the newly designed voltages cans here.
Newly designed? What?
Yeah.
Oh, what? That's 3 and I can't join in this week.
There's always one of us, isn't there?
It's always one. It's not usually me. I feel like I've let the side down. 1 week we could have done a full clean sweep. What's newly designed about this can?
Here. Well, here. There's... Oh, okay. Well, I apparently lost the Chrome capture. There we go. Hold on. There we are. So it looks like this normally, and the box...
I'm not seeing anything. You haven't, screen
Yeah, you've
shared
not,
with us.
you've not
You're
shared.
right. You're right. It's on the stream. Hold on. Right down here. And then, voila.
What I love about the show is how
Yeah.
professional and prepared we are.
Yeah, after years of doing
Yeah.
this.
After so many years, it's
Yeah.
just so snappy.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just a redesign. It's not like a new ring pull or something like.
Well, it looks like this now. We have like a crazy dock, and then it's like jolting
It's
the
like
raspberries
a
here.
berry.
Yeah, I kind of like
Okay.
it.
But like Pepsi Max.
Is it? Do they have like a new?
Well, the Pepsi Max here is in like a black can with it. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay. Zero sugar Pepsi Max raspberry. Ooh, that sounds good. I kind of want that, but not Pepsi Max because that's like the diet version of Pepsi now, right?
Yeah,
It's the
pretty
zero
much.
version of Pepsi. They've got Diet Pepsi. Pepsi Max is, basically Diet Pepsi, but marketed to dudes.
That's
Men
pretty
don't
much
wanna
what it
drink
was.
diet
wasn't it?
drinks.
It was Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi for men, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Although I noticed there that a Pepsi Zero, was that what I just see there?
Yeah.
Is that over there? We haven't got that here yet.
Yeah.
What's that? We don't have Diet.
No, one of the cans there is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Don't we? Oh, it's just because it's
no.
called Pepsi Max over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think with the sugar tax and all that you guys have over there.
Yeah,
What
they
is
like
the
telling us we haven't got sugar.
Yeah.
What's the difference between Diet Coke and Coke Zero?
Not a whole lot.
Zero sugar,
No.
probably.
Yeah, it's a different kind of sweetener, I think.
Yeah.
Coke Zero was a different, they were trying out ways to reduce the sugar in Coke, and Coke Zero was one of the things that they found that didn't taste too bad. So they've just marketed turns out guys aren't buying Diet Coke, so let's just do a one in a black can, and people might think it looks cooler.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper.
God,
can.
So it
So
is
the-
actually a different drink, because I always sat there and thought, is it literally just the same drink, just
It's
like...
very similar.
Well, do you want the official answer?
Does it use sucralose instead of aspartame or something? I think that's
I don't know.
Basically.
According to the Coca-Cola website,
yeah.
on the FAQs, what's the difference between Coca-Cola Zero and Diet Coke? The taste. Both drinks are sugar-free and calorie-free. Coke Zero sugar looks and tastes more like Coca-Cola original taste,
Bullshit.
while Diet Coke has a different blend of flavors.
I just like Justin
Clearly not
muttering
true.
bullshit under his breath there. It's pretty funny.
I don't know why they keep.
Was that
Trying
said
to-
by
trying
Michael
to-
Cole by any chance?
I don't know, they keep trying to
Stupendous
say that
drink.
Coke Zero has the same great Coke taste. It's just a lie.
Yeah, no, it doesn't at all. Yeah. The only non-sugar or zero sugar drink, whatever you want to call it, it's okay. I think it's Fanta. Fanta Zero is not too bad.
Oh, I've had there's a couple of tangos that I don't know, it was berry or something. Is it grape or berry? Raspberry, I think it is. Raspberry tango is sugar free, and that's actually okay. Um, and I did the was it Beans last week mentioned the what's it called? Not vanilla, something. The 24-pack for £7.
Oh yeah, the
Cream soda.
American cream soda.
Yeah, I got that. I ordered it
Whoa!
while we were on last week, and it arrived a couple of days later. And it tastes like sweetener. So
Oh.
waste of time for everyone. Now I've got
Sorry.
24 cans of that to get through.
Tell you what is horrible. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a fairly new thing over here. Coca-Cola Energy.
No, is that just got
it's-
extra sugar in?
It's basically like it's like a Red Bull type drink.
Yeah, we kind of have that over here.
It's supposed to taste like Coke. It's horrible. It's like
It's
black
horrible.
Coke. It's shit on tag. No, I don't know. Who thought that was a good idea? Just vile.
Yeah, they debuted. I don't know if they still offer it over here. The Coca-Cola Energy.
Energy drinks are never good.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
never seem to work for me.
Mm.
No, I
Yeah,
remember
they're-
I having the Boost one, and it gave me the fucking shakes. It was horrible.
Really?
Yeah, felt like I was gonna like cart it out of work. Or I felt really efficient for about 20 minutes, and then the fucking I felt absolutely terrible after it.
Oh, that's right. They discontinued it, and then they
Nobody was buying it.
Yeah, and then they went with the Coca-Cola with coffee.
Ugh.
Yeah, yeah,
Coke with coffee.
yeah. Hold on, let me pull that up here.
Does it say why they cancelled the energy thing? Was it just ridiculously unhealthy, or?
What do they say here? This website. As we scale our best innovations quickly and effectively, like AHA, which is a sparkling water type of drink as well, and Coca-Cola with coffee, we need to be disciplined with those that don't get the traction required for further investment. Is that for?
Oh, so
is
it just
that
didn't
reason?
sell any.
Yeah.
Can I just say that I love the fact that we're promoting this online as a chamber review show, and everyone that may have clicked on it is just sitting
Yeah.
there thinking, I clicked on the
Yeah.
right thing.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't front load the show with the other stuff.
Yeah. Should we just get into it here? Let me get the music ready.
I don't know. Have we got people with us? Have we?
I've got loads more to bring up on drinks, but I'll
Well,
wait till
Here
later.
we go.
Wait.
Not again.
No, I'll leave it till later.
Okay.
We'll come back.
Let's
to
talk
it.
wrestling.
Okay.
There it is.
yeah,
There's
there's
the 80s
There's the music.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Elimination Chamber, here we go.
Elimination Chamber, like you said, from the beautiful city of Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. From the, is it like the Superdome or something? Call it
The
Superdome?
Jeddah Superdome,
Jeddah Superdome.
the
Something.
world's only all
Sports
concrete
arena, I
dome
think,
or
right?
something.
Jeddah. Yeah,
It's
no, I
very
think you're
cool.
right. You're right. Jeddah Superdome.
Jeddah Superdome.
Huh.
I should remember the fact because Michael Cole said that about 7 times a minute.
Huh.
Something the world's only all concrete dome or something like that.
Yeah.
World's
Wait, no,
only
no.
concrete dome.
I feel like we could make one, just a really small one, but we could make a concrete dome pretty easily.
Yeah.
That might be the fact actually. Maybe it's the biggest all concrete dome. Maybe that's
I was just gonna
No, I
say,
can't do
but
that.
what's other domes made of?
Steel, I guess.
steel, yeah.
In
Bricks.
the Millennium Dome was like canvas, isn't it? Or it looks like it's canvas.
Well, it's not anymore.
No,
No?
it's in bits at the minute.
Is it?
Yeah,
have
the
you
roof
seen
blew
it?
off it.
Oh, right. Okay, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be all over YouTube if you want to watch the roof blowing off the O2 Arena.
Why did Melina make an entrance or something?
No.
That usually goes to
Um,
roof off an email.
Oh, there we go. It actually holds 2 records. Might call Mr. Record out. Idiot. It's the largest continuous non-segmented dome.
Okay.
A record previously held by the Caesars Superdome. And the world's largest geodesic. I can't say that word.
Geodesic.
That one.
That's why Michael Cole didn't bring it up.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, there you go.
Wow.
He was just sitting there to Vince saying, "Can I not just call it the most stupendous dome?"
Stupendous, yeah. Apparently it holds 35,000 people. There wasn't 35,000 people there today.
35 to
way.
40,000 is the capacity. Enough,
Well, he said it was a sellout.
enough wiggle room to fudge the numbers.
He's a liar, isn't he?
Don't pull any punches.
Don't know if I would go that far, but okay.
Allegedly. Still
Yeah.
alive.
Supposed to be a journal.
I didn't realize that this opened last summer in 2021, June 9th.
Oh, he did mention that as well, yeah.
Isn't it
Apparently it's quite a new thing.
Huh.
Well,
It's also the first time they've ever done the Elimination Chamber outside of the US.
Well, yeah.
He said
not
that a
even
few
in
times.
Canada?
No.
No, Canada. It's only the. It was only.
Sure, they did one in Canada.
It was only like the 9th chamber match or the 8th chamber match to be for the
Yeah, he said
WWE
that.
title or something like that as well.
That's not a very good stat.
I know,
It's the
it-
9th time it's been for the
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah,
Someone
he
look up
mentioned
It's
it.
been around for 20 years.
Yeah. He mentioned
Can
that it's been
someone
around
not
for 20
look up?
years, and it's only the 9th or 8th or 9th match for the WWE title. Yeah.
Well, there's only been 30.
Yeah.
So,
It's not a good stat.
Some of those have been for women, so like that's a terrible stat.
Someone look up the chamber that Goldberg won in like 2003. I'm sure that was in Canada.
That was the second one, wasn't it?
No, it was Phoenix, Arizona.
No, Goldberg didn't win one.
Goldberg didn't win.
Oh, he didn't.
No,
Sorry, Triple H.
Well, yeah, that was in
sorry.
Phoenix. So was Triple H won, believe it or not.
Yeah, who would have guessed?
We've had them in New York, Arizona.
There's one in Puerto Rico. I guess
Puerto
it still
Rico?
counts as the
Oh.
US. But
Yeah, I suppose it does then. Nevada, Washington, Missouri, California. Wisconsin? No.
Wisconsin, no, that still counts.
St. Petersburg, Pennsylvania, Saudi Arabia. No, that is the only one. He was right. Michael Cole's not a liar.
All right, let's get on with this thing then. So another match was added since we were last on. The pre-show had Miz versus Mysterio.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
They've kind of had a little thing going the last couple of weeks on Raw. He's basically been picking on what's his name? Dominic.
Yeah.
We actually forgot to bring it up last week. He said on Raw something about he's bigger than his dad. He's sure he's not Eddie's.
Huh.
I just thought it was quite funny.
Wow.
Established he is Eddie.
Yeah. He kind of gave it out of the bag there.
Did yeah.
Yeah, I went with
oh,
Ray
yeah.
before I tuned in, for the record.
We all did.
Okay.
Yeah, we
all
all
went
did.
for Ray, and it turned out to be right. It ended with a bit of skullduggery. Dominic on the outside did some Eddie stuff with the chair and ended up getting himself thrown out. And Miz tried to use the distraction to hit the skull-crushing finale, but Ray jumped and rolled under for the roll-up pin. So Ray wins, and we'll get a point.
Hey.
Hey! Simple as that. So I didn't even ask, has everyone seen the show, or at least most of it, or
I've seen most of it.
seen most
Good
of
enough.
it? You know? may mean not very much at all.
I've watched it in its entirety.
In its entirety. Okay, cool. So we should all be
In one sitting as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a lot of skipping between matches, cutting out the videos and stuff. So most of it. So we opened the main show with the Universal title match. They went big. Goldberg
Big dog.
came. Goldberg, yeah, big dog.
Sorry.
Goldberg is back, apparently, just trying to prove that he's still Goldberg or something like that. That seems to be the storyline here. And I guess he's not because he lost.
Big Match Bill loses another one. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah. So this match
Gave him an
an
honourable loss.
Came down to about 5 minutes, and Vince just won with a technical submission. What do you pass out in the show? I guess.
Yeah, who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it? Reigns wins and goes to WrestleMania, still the champion. Crazy.
That probably should have told
What's
you who was
around?
going to win the chamber, by the by.
Yeah. We'll get to that one. So Reigns wins. No surprise. Next up was the first chamber match of the night.
Apparently that was Goldberg's last match. The last one on his contract.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see that, pal.
Yeah. When are they going back to Saudi?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
First chamber of the match was the women's. First chamber of the match. Chamber of the night was the women's chamber for the Raw Women's title match at WrestleMania. And the mystery opponent to be announced ended up being Alexa Bliss. So that was my pick, apparently. Let's see what happened here. Nikki Superhero was eliminated first by Rhea, then Doudrop by Liv Morgan, then Liv Morgan by Alexa, Rhea by Bianca, and Alexa by Bianca. So a strong finish. Bianca Belair is going to WrestleMania. And
For
seen it
now.
coming.
For now.
For now? Have you got
Yeah.
some scoops?
No scoops. Just for now. Because plans change. You never know.
Plans do change. Sounds like you know something.
I don't. I honestly don't.
You got some insider information. So that means Beans gets a point. For Bianca, Will had Doudrop. Smoke, you had Rhea, I had Alexa. But
Yeah, I should have picked
Beans gets the
Bianca.
point. Yeah. Looking back, it was.
Good job, Beans.
Thank you.
Yeah, good.
Should have known. Then the other women's match.
Did anyone catch the I thought it was the line of the night from Michael Cole during this match?
No.
It was very early on. It was during the right at the beginning. It was during Nikki Cross's entrance, and he said he just had a text from JBL to say that Byron Saxton is how do you put it? An AAA, almost an announcer,
Hey.
which I thought was hilarious. I guess I'm the only one.
That's generous. I mean, it's yeah.
I
I
thought,
was going to say, it must have cost him a fortune to send that to Saudi Arabia.
yeah, I thought you were gonna say he's
Sure.
all elite, and that would have been funnier.
Yeah, it's,
But yeah, I'm
Sorry,
surprised.
Will.
I'm surprised JBL knows how to send a text message.
Well, he does get mixed up when he's tweeting sometimes. How's
Yeah,
it
that's
screen?
God. Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of miss Cranky Vince.
It was great. Tag match up next. Naomi and Ronda beat Charlotte and Sonya. Ronda had an arm tied behind her back for some reason and came out to judo.
Yeah, I didn't get this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Cole said that it was the same outfit she wore in the medal at Beijing. Right?
Okay.
Big whoop.
But why though?
Well, it's an outfit that covers her entire body, so it kind of fits.
Yeah, we understand why.
Everyone had one of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, they won. That's points all round again. Short match. It was there. And Ronda has a win going into her match with Charlotte at WrestleMania. So, there you go. Then, so this falls count anywhere. No DQ, anything goes. And Drew McIntyre is allowed to use a sword.
Yeah.
Can someone have a word with Drew about the best way to drop someone on the head?
Is there a best way to drop someone on the head?
Yeah,
Best way is
don't do it.
Oh, I saw this live and I was like, yikes!
Ooh.
Yeah, that sent shivers down my spine. That one, that was.
Imagine what it did to Madcap Moss's spine.
You'll find out in the morning.
Yeah.
It looked brutal, dude.
Yeah.
It was all
Like,
set up wrong.
there it is.
Because he had his. Oh,
He
jeez.
now has no neck.
He had his legs on his shoulders, completely in the wrong position to start off with. So it should have been more difficult to get the rotation that he needed to deliver the move, but somehow he over-rotated it and smashed his face into the floor.
Oops, wrong button there. Sorry.
Hmm?
I hit the wrong button. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good.
So good. Yeah, that was brutal. I noticed, it reminds me, I should have brought it up at the Rumble because that's when I first noticed it, but at the Rumble, Michael Cole called Drew McIntyre the Scottish Warrior, the SmackDown Warrior. As if he's not allowed to call him the Scottish Warrior. But he is Scottish.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with calling him that? Why'd you have to correct that?
Maybe Scotland doesn't want him.
I'm sure they do.
You don't know that. You don't have that.
I'm
I
not
don't know that. I
sure
haven't
as
asked
well
Scott.
that it's a particularly good thing that, like tonight, that Drew was able to go and jump into the crowd effectively with a sword to celebrate.
Yeah.
There was far too much sword brandishing in this match.
And he didn't use it to chop the guy.
He
Why
nearly
would you have
it?
fucking killed him. What are you on about?
Anything goes. He can.
Thought I was watching an episode of Game of Thrones at one point. I was expecting his head just to bob off.
That was from the Alabama Slam on the map, probably.
Well, he loosened it with that.
I just don't get, if you've got an anything goes match and you bring a sword to the ring, what am I supposed to think?
Right. No, I'm with Chucks on this one.
Maybe don't use the sword. Maybe say, like, within reason, anything goes.
Yeah.
It's falls
You
count
don't bring
anyway.
a gun.
Isn't that
like this.
kind of a given?
It's falls count anyway.
Apparently not. He had the sword in his hand when he hit him with the claymore.
Right.
I.e. the kick, not the sword. Why were you holding the sword when you kicked the guy?
Well, yeah, but if you're going to say no holds barred and anything goes, why doesn't anyone walk to the ring with like an AK-47?
Exactly.
In Saudi Arabia, I'm pretty sure you could find.
Oh
one.
my god.
What?
All right, Chucks might be going a little too far now.
Okay.
I get the impression that Chuck doesn't feel he's gone far enough.
Because the US doesn't have a gun problem at all.
Oh, we definitely do. We definitely do.
Pretty sure they're accessible down there. But the sword's bad enough. That's my point. It's not like you'd be safe in Scotland either, because apparently people have swords. I think maybe leave the sword backstage. Use a kendo stick instead.
I'm just over the sword, to be honest.
Yeah,
Why is it a thing?
Yeah, why is it? And if you're not going to use it in a match to kill your opponent, then why have it at all?
Yeah.
Because like, what's the point?
Why have you got it with you if you're not going to use it? Right?
Exactly.
Just
and the other
go to try and stab the guy, and then like he dodges and it gets stuck in the mat, and then you can't use it anymore. At least you've tried.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And then the other caveat is like you could make an argument for, well, it's false count anywhere, but DQs are on, which is just absolutely fucking stupid. But they've done that before.
That could be a thing.
They've done that before, and like I think Jimmy Corderas defended it on Raw one time. He was like, "It's actually quite the referee that hates us."
Yeah.
No, hates you.
Sorry, hates us, excluding Beans.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is. I've never heard of the man.
You don't know Jimmy Corderas?
No.
He's a jobber.
Now, boys.
He's a jobber. He's a jobber.
I thought he was a nice guy until he turned heel on me.
That's true, yeah.
He's a nice guy.
He was a nice guy until he wasn't.
I think
He called me names.
Both sides of this story.
He accused
Called me names.
He accused me of arguing with him to promote my podcast.
I went well.
What I was doing.
Actually, I don't believe that for a second.
No. I was arguing with him because he was wrong.
It's not how arguments work, for the record, by the way.
That's not how Chuck's works. That's what I mean.
Yeah, that too.
Look at all that promotion we got.
Yeah, right.
Right? Yeah. But the point is, they've done that before, and people absolutely rightfully doo-dooed on it, because if you're going to have false count anywhere, the environment's going to be used as a weapon. So, I mean, you know, are you really going to ring the bell for somebody to kick too much ass in a match that, you know, that could end anywhere? Okay, well.
There is an argument to be made, and it's kind of stupid because they never do it that way, but you could say that it's falls count anywhere,
right?
Not no DQ,
right?
So like a street fight is both.
No.
Falls count anywhere and there's no DQ. A
Typically,
falls count
no.
Anywhere. What do you mean technically no?
It's usually you know weapons are allowed, but the fall has to end in the ring.
Yeah.
Street fight.
No street fight, yeah.
Not back in the day. I'm pretty sure that.
Well, back in the day, it was a
Mick Foley
hardcore match. That's a hardcore match.
Hardcore match, yeah.
Oh, you remember the Royal Rumble 2000? Triple H and Mick Foley famously had a street fight.
Yeah, that was like out on the actual streets. Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't?
Well, he went to the outside and they had some street props.
Maybe I'm remembering the same pay-per-view where Goldberg won the Chamber. That Beans mistakenly thought.
A couple of years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you could say that there are two different kinds of matches, and they only ever do one of them. But they could be that there's a falls count anywhere, which
right.
is no DQ.
Yeah.
But they still don't call DQs for you using things like the ring steps or the announce table. You're allowed to use the stuff around the ring anyway.
That's true. Yeah, that's a fair
But you're
point.
not allowed to bring the sword.
At least in the old days, you used to get JR saying, you've got the referee trying to make sure that this match goes to a conclusion and being quite lenient and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Now it's just expected that you just shouldn't really care.
Yeah.
He still says that. It's just a different show. Okay, so there was a sword, but he didn't use the sword, and it was all a bit stupid. But Drew beat Madcap Moss, if you can believe it.
Yeah, and he almost killed him.
He almost killed him.
That Alabama slam.
That's not including the swipe with a sword that nearly took his head off.
Yeah.
And then he pointed his sword at Happy Corbin.
then looked at his watch for some reason, which he didn't have.
He was like, "Oh, I gotta
She
go."
didn't have it. God, that's that picture. Wow.
I just can't get over that, man. Like, what the fuck? Also, why does he wear suspenders? I mean,
I don't know.
it's a look.
I know.
It's a look, but like, why is he just?
You notice he's wearing suspenders and also a belt.
Yeah.
Like, this guy really doesn't want his shorts to fall down.
Also, as well, I got fooled slightly in the match that he wasn't actually wearing any shoes because his shoes are the same colour as his skin, and I just thought, why has he got these little red ribbon things around his ankles with bare feet?
Yeah. It's like flesh toned or whatever.
Yeah, not a good look.
No, not at all.
It wasn't when Andrade did it. It's not now.
And Andrade had suspenders, or the belt on the tights?
No, yeah, the suspenders.
Yeah, and
When he first showed up in NXT.
NXT. Mm.
I'll, dig up a picture for you.
Ripped his pants off in a rather uncomfortable fashion.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh
Big
yeah.
Pimpin' Andrade.
Oh, yeah.
But the top hat kind of makes that a thing because he kind of looks like the
He just looks
Godfather.
like the Godfather.
Yeah.
He really does.
Oh. Huh.
That feather in the hat. Where were we? Oh man, Lita didn't beat Becky Lynch. She should have. She nearly did.
Haha. That's
She
true.
hit the twist of fate in the Lita assault, and it looked like it was all going according to plan. We were going to have a legend match at WrestleMania, but no, it's not to be.
It's the one nostalgia act that people want to see.
Yeah.
She was genuinely upset after this.
It looked like it, yeah.
And she did really well, considering.
She did do really well.
She was a bit overwhelmed with the reaction.
Yeah, plus also, realistically, is this the last one she's gonna do? So
Probably.
it's just a nice send off for her kind of thing.
Speaking of reactions, did some of the reactions on the show sound a little fake to you guys? I was suspicious, especially in that women's chamber match when Doudrop came out, lots of boos, and then seconds later they were chanting Doudrop, Doudrop, Doudrop.
Ha! I can't really comment on that because I didn't see the first chamber match.
I
But
can't say I noticed it, but
There was just lots
don't
of
know.
chanting that didn't sound very. Which maybe it's just a Saudi thing, it's a different audience and they chant different things in different ways. But like, I think they did "Let's Go Bliss."
huh.
I've never heard that before.
It's because they had a different dialect from what I could hear of some of them.
Maybe.
can someone explain to me what was going on with Alexa Bliss?
What? She was
No.
in therapy.
No.
She still has
because
Lily.
when you put that graphic up that she was in the match, I thought, oh, well, that looks like a normal picture of her. I thought, last time I remember seeing her, she was like doing weird, I don't know,
Magic.
dribbling an Alka-Seltzer. But so I wondered whether she'd gone back to her normal character, but yeah, then she came out and I was just like, I suppose not then.
It's weird, she's been doing these counselling sessions. And at one point it looked like she was going back to the old Alexa. And then the counsellor gave her a replica Lily doll. Which he actually said he bought from WWEshop.com.
Where did Alexa think of that?
Well,
I
exactly.
was just going to say, she really got her head turned by something she could have just got herself.
So I
And
don't know
then,
if that's good therapy. Going back to the thing that she
well,
was
no,
doing
it's
before.
not. Was it? No. Then apparently he's given it back, and then he's also filled it with the
The original stuffing.
what was left, of the original Lily.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like a Lily voodoo doll now.
I was
Yeah.
just going to say, so now it really is creepy.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether she's fixed, so to speak, or whether she's gone back to the way she was, or didn't really make it clear. And judging by what I've seen today, it's not any clearer.
Mm.
I think we're supposed to be intrigued, but I'm really not.
No, didn't work. So we know it will be, for now, as we would say, Bianca versus Becky at WrestleMania.
For now.
For the Raw title, and that is points for you guys, but not for me. I had too much faith in Lita to pull off the upset. Should happen though. Then what came on next? Oh yeah, the non-match. So the Usos and the Vikings didn't happen.
That's right.
This was left off of my feed, let's say. My Peacock didn't show this one. So I don't know.
Get your Peacock checked out.
Yeah. It's incomplete.
Good that they already produced a highlight show for it.
Yeah, you can kind of sort of see it here on. Yeah, this is basically the
There
match
we
right
go.
here.
So the
show-
Vikings are there, the Usos jump them.
I can't show it on the stream.
Yeah, I
but-
just did a suplex on the outside, and that's enough to take you out.
Yeah.
Flew all the way over to Saudi Arabia.
I was just
to
gonna
have
say they got on a
schmoz.
flight for this.
Yeah,
And
all for a
so he's
schmoz.
holding up Viking, and super kick.
That barely looked
Weird.
connected, mainly because of the camera cut.
Yeah. And double super kick to the other Vikings. So now they can't compete, I guess.
Yeah. Even Cole's
Even though
like,
this
well, they
happens all
can't
the time."
compete now. They're in no condition to compete.
And here comes that suplex. The double suplex on Big Viking, dropping right on the other Viking. Ah! Yeah, done.
So there you go.
Done.
That's the
So
kind-
no points for that one. That one gets thrown out.
Yeah.
Shame. We all had to use those, but doesn't matter. Which leaves us just with the main event. With, I think there was about 20 minutes left on my stream by the time everyone was in the ring. Oh, this is going to be a quick one then.
Yeah.
Not even sure there's enough time to actually go through all of the 5-minute, chamber, the pod things. So, how did this go? We had Austin Theory and Seth freaking Rollins starting out. Rollins threw Austin into Lashley's pod, which knocked Lashley into a steel support apparently and knocked him out.
Yeah,
That
on paper,
terrible.
on paper, that sounds like a good idea. How it played out was terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but
Lashley
Yeah,
was
it
carried
looked
out.
like it. The only thing that looked like could have been hurt in that sequence was his leg.
yeah. No, I agree.
I didn't see it. To be
You
honest with
did
you,
it right.
Here, I'll play it here.
I've seen it. I've seen the still on Twitter.
I'll try to play it here for you once it loads.
Under the he was treated under the concussion protocol and was taken out of the match. He was
Yeah, I didn't know that WWE had a concussion protocol, like at all.
No, I mean, yeah.
apparently they do.
That's a little bit after. Hold on.
It must have been just before. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
So he slammed. Yeah.
Freaking Rollins is throwing Theory into the chains, which can't hurt at all.
Oh yeah.
He's wrapped his arm through the chain, and for some reason he can't get it out again. You understand that one either? And here we go, buckle bomb style. He's going to power bomb him right into the plexiglass. And Lashley just...
And Lashley had his head towards the glass. I don't know if you saw that. And like Graves, I think Graves chimed in saying that Lashley was distracted by Lesnar on the other corner.
Yeah, he was looking at Lesnar. He really wasn't.
He really wasn't, yeah. And you just get a shot of Lashley there, just like on the ground, just like, ow. Yeah,
I don't know how he got concussed from that.
So he's apparently concussed from that then, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And how convenient that his pod didn't open. Because it went to Riddle.
Huh. It was Riddle, yeah. So yeah, Riddle came out. AJ Styles came out. I can't remember which order it was, but one of them was supposed to be Lashley, and it just wasn't.
That's when Lesnar broke out the pod.
Right. So yeah, AJ came out, and then Lesnar was supposed to be last. It was Lashley's buzzer went off, but it wasn't his. So Lesnar, instead of waiting an extra 5 minutes, smashed his way out of his pod and immediately pinned Seth Rollins.
You say smashed his way out of his pod.
Yeah.
Did you see the replay of him smashing his way out of his pod?
Let me pull it up.
I think I did see it.
Gotta pull it back up here. Hold on. Gotta fire up Peacock again. No, it's not on that one. This one. There we go. Hold on.
There we go.
It was at the end, right?
Lashley's buzzer goes off. He's not there. Lesnar. It's got to be before that.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, here we go. He's kicking the...
Yeah, he's kicking the bottom half. Like, here, I'll back it up because I think I'm a little too far forward here.
If you watch it on the first thing, there's a cut-out section of where he's going to climb out that falls out while he's not looking.
Yeah.
And then he turns around and starts booting the bottom of it, even though there's already a big hole in front of it.
Yeah.
And then realizes and just climbs out of it.
He can't smash the bottom bit, he's just going to have to step over the top.
Yeah.
Glass goes into business for itself.
Pretty much. That spot was great.
That stuff's bulletproof, but it's not cane-proof.
There you go, it's not Jericho-proof.
It looked like Austin Theory was trying to drape himself over that bottom bit too. By the way, when he got kicked, and he realized that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
Slice himself. Lesnar pins Rollins, pins Riddle, pins AJ pretty quickly, and that leaves just a Theory who sells fear pretty well.
Yeah.
He wanted nothing to do with Lesnar, ran away.
That's super F5 off of the pod.
Yeah, fights back for a little bit, tries to escape up the chamber wall, climb out. But Lesnar goes up, catches him, pulls him onto the top of the pod thing, F5s him off, and that's the end. Brock Lesnar's your champion, and somehow WWE production crew, best in the world, immediately had the graphic ready to go. Champion versus champion.
Yeah, but they already knew that was a possibility before the show started. And they already had a graphic of him with the belt from last month.
With the belt, yeah.
It's almost as if this thing's predetermined, isn't it?
Yeah.
Almost. Or they're just really well prepared for any outcome.
Sure.
I'm more worried about when you have a surprise entrance into a match that you don't expect, and then they have a graphic after that.
Yeah.
See, you're telling me on somewhere in WWE's computers they've got the same graphic with Austin Theory on it?
Yeah. Probably.
Possibly.
Okay.
He's posing with some fans here.
Yeah, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
He's looking at that
like
guy with
eating
the
the belt.
phone. He's like, take the freaking photo, will you?
I don't actually like you people. I'm supposed to be a good guy now.
Please stop touching me.
Lesnar is not like a fan-friendly kind of guy.
Oh, maybe he is now.
Anyone who was watching this just was like, get your greasy ass off.
I thought this was quite cool when you see him walking back and all the graphics changed on the stage to WrestleMania.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
And all of a sudden we had
WrestleMania.
Exactly, we had WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. It actually happened.
The greatest WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia.
WrestleMania star.
Yeah, also, as mentioned a few moments ago before we started the show, let me see if I can pull this up here. The champion versus champion match is going to be winner take all.
So there's actually 4 both belts. Wow.
Yeah, that's what they said on commentary. But it's not going to be a one-on-one now, is it?
No?
I don't see how it can't be.
Well, Bobby Lashley just lost the title and he never was involved in the thing.
Oh,
So they're going to do a triple threat, surely.
Yeah, but they can't have a winner take all with him and he's
Winner take all. They'll merge Lashley's face with these two.
Why can't they have winner take all? He can have opportunity to walk out as double champion.
Yeah, but I suppose they could.
Yeah,
WWE after all.
They'll have to make the logo bigger and then add Bobby Lashley's name to the bottom. And then winner take all.
There's all the graphics you're gonna have champion versus champion. You can't have champion versus the other guy.
No, it'll just say champion versus Lashley.
It'll just say something like all on the line.
Yeah, winner take all.
Winner take all, Beans.
Sorry.
This is quite big though when you think about it though. We're going way
That's
into
not
the
really
future now, but obviously whoever wins is going to be the single champion. So is that what they're going to do now? Are we going down the road of having one champion?
I hope so.
I hope so.
Seems
Yeah.
to be where they're heading.
And hopefully end the brand
Maybe
split.
it's. I was just going to say, yeah, maybe that's one champion, one roster.
I mean, I don't think they have enough guys nowadays to really fulfill 2 rosters, if you think about it.
Or 2 shows.
2 shows worth, yeah, sorry.
Cancel SmackDown.
No, cancel Raw. That's 3 hours.
Okay. Yeah, fair point. It's been 30 years now. It's time.
Yeah,
It's time for it to go.
yeah.
Right, Lesnar wins, points all round. No one thought BL would retain for
BPL.
some reason. Which means 8 matches on the night. The loser of all losers turns out to be me. I thought Lita was going to do it. That was my mistake.
You see, even said it, but it's probably stupid.
It was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably was, and it turned out to be.
You're not on a good day, are you? You know,
I'm
now this.
It's bad day all round. 5 out of 8 for me. 6 out of 8 for both Smoot and Will. And Beans wins the night. Would have been a perfect night if not for the Usos jumping the gun on their match. 7 out of 8, still pretty good though. Which means overall Will still behind on 50 out of 75. A good 2/3 there. Smoot ahead on 51. And because of my slip up, going into our last shows of the year, Beans has caught up. We're joint first here with 59 out of 75. Oh, I've just opened the door for a big comeback.
Forbidden Door.
The forbidden door is open.
One show to go.
Oh, getting exciting.
Well, a 2-part show to go.
Well,
Yeah, too big for one night, basically.
too big for one night.
So I've heard
one
some-
night. It's most stupendous in history.
Stupid. I've heard some rumors about the show. First, not so much a rumor. Undertaker is Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's been confirmed.
That's
yeah.
correct.
Yeah, they did
Cool.
a big video package for him, which was like 10 minutes long.
Yeah, I felt for him.
No,
Yeah.
it's Undertaker.
Sorry, what was the?
I mean, he
what was the
deserved
slogan
it.
last year?
No.
What was the slogan last year? I can't remember what they used last year.
For WrestleMania,
Yeah.
it was...
Too
Too big for one night was the one in.
That's what I just said.
That was the one in the. That was the Performance Center Mania.
Back in business.
Back in business. That was. Yeah.
Back in
Back in
business.
business. This year's one's the most stupendous. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Next year's one, we're nearly out of business.
It's going to be something LA related next year, isn't it?
The most
Yeah.
stupendous two-night event in WrestleMania history.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't like them killing like the word "stupendous" for me.
They killed it. Was that one of your favorite words before?
I thought it had some oomph to it, but now that I keep hearing him say it, it's like, okay, enough.
It's ruined it.
You're ruining it.
Yeah. Also, opportunity. I never need to hear about opportunities again.
Opportunity, yeah.
And the other story is that apparently Steve Austin is coming back.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, apparently that's pretty much confirmed, apart from not actually being confirmed.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently that's good to go. It's going to get announced.
The
fairly
amount of
soon.
times that I went to a WrestleMania in hopes that Austin was going to come out of retirement.
Yeah.
Well, they've kind of already kicked off the story because Kevin Owens is on this thing about because he got told he wasn't going to be on the card at all, and then he basically turned on Texas saying it was a hole and everyone's an idiot from Texas.
Well,
So-
he's not that wrong.
I mean, what? Austin's 58 now.
Is he in
58?
good shape though for being
No.
58? Was it?
Can't be 58. He turned 50 a couple of years ago, didn't he?
I
No.
think he's far off it.
57.
7, yeah.
Yeah, really, 57.
Goldberg's
The last time I
55.
seen him was. Well, yeah, there's a point. Yeah, the last
Did
time
he
I
say he
seen
was
him, he's
53?
like pretty good condition. So.
There was a video
Mm,
package on this show from Goldberg saying, I don't care if I'm 53 or 23, I'm still Goldberg. And he's actually 55.
Yeah.
He's gimmicking his own age. I can't believe he's Austin's 57. That's crazy. I remember him turning 50 and thinking, well, it's now or never if he's going to do this comeback.
I
How
think
long he's been
this
doing
is pretty much on. I think he's.
It's going to be a street fight thing, and he's not going to wear his wrestling tights. He'll be wearing his jeans and a t-shirt.
Oh
and-
yeah.
Sting's 62 and he's kind of still competing.
He's great. I don't know how he's still so good at 62.
He started wrestling when Ronald Reagan was the president.
Gee,
What the fuck?
that is an horrendous but amazing stat.
Look at that. Who fucking... Who starts an article with that?
Well, the next sentence is, that's a really, really long-ass time ago.
Jesus. Anyway, do I have the scores correct? I think I do, right? Hold on, let me put it back up here.
59, 59, 51, 50.
Yes.
Cool.
There we go. Just wanted to make sure. There you go. Alright, now I can close out Photoshop.
Yeah, I
There
don't
we
know.
go.
I'm not sure about this Austin thing.
It is in Texas. I would bank on him making an appearance at the very least.
I'm
yeah.
sure they're doing
Come
it.
on.
Like,
I don't know
it
about
makes
a
sense
match.
that they're doing it. They're setting it up. They'll do some kind of match, whether it's just a really short arrive, raise hell, leave kind of thing.
Maybe he loses and
But-
passes the stunner off to Owens, and then Owens can kind of win with it now.
No.
Yeah, good luck with that. But they missed the chance to do Austin with Hogan, Austin with Sting, like a match that we'd actually want to see.
Yeah.
I still
now it's with
have
Kevin
flashbacks to that sit-down interview between Austin and CM Punk and JR.
Yeah,
Punk,
that was
yeah,
brilliant,
that's the
though.
one.
And it was just like, if that was the one to come back to.
Even the little backstage bit he did on Raw years ago.
Mm-hmm.
and everyone was like, them two finally had a match. But yeah,
Would you like a
that's the
drink?
big one they missed.
What?
Yeah.
Can you even say the alphabet backwards? Come up your ass backwards.
That was it there, the screenshot there.
Yeah. And then there's that picture of Steve Austin with Eminem.
I love
right
the
there.
fact that Austin's just quite innocently holding that beer up against his chest. You know, like the man pose at every party when you feel quite awkward.
He's like barbecuing. He's just...
Yeah.
I find it more shocking that he's drinking a Keystone Light, apparently.
I think there's a sponsorship deal at the time on there.
Maybe, I don't know.
Just before we started making his own, must have been.
Yeah. Before Steve Weisers were a thing.
Yeah, that had to have been the time to pull the trigger on that, so to speak.
Yeah.
Also, check out the WWE All Stars logo on the
On the back, you know.
screen. What a crappy game that was.
I played the demo of
That
it.
would've
That was
been-
fun.
That would have been
I don't like it.
2010, would it? Maybe 2011 going in. Yeah. So WrestleMania 2011. Did they do something with the new Nexus? What was Punk doing that wasn't a Steve Austin match on that show?
This was what you were talking
Randy
about.
Orton.
For the WWE 13 game.
Yeah.
Mm.
That actually would have been awesome.
Yeah,
It
Punk
seemed-
lost
if
to
you-
Randy Orton in what was actually quite a good match. But...
If
Yeah,
you watch
that
that whole interview, it's like I think it's on for an hour or so. It
Probably.
seems to that I thought there was a longer version. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But it seemed to be that's what they were sort of hinting at, that they were gonna, there was gonna be a match between the two. So maybe not.
Well,
'Cause-
it
'cause
followed
Austin's
the
in
same
character.
mold as like when when Goldberg came back with Lesnar. That was all
Yeah.
through the video game, and that kind of started off the video game thing, didn't it? Because Warrior did it as well, and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff getting back involved in the company, and it followed the same mold. It was like, but it was the only one that never really paid anything off.
Yeah, All Stars was also the game that brought Randy Savage back to the company for a little bit. Or at least,
Kinda.
kind of, yeah.
They mentioned his name again.
Yeah, exactly. Before he passed. But yeah, Austin's in character, and this is a great interview, too. Definitely worth a watch. That I agree, that was probably the time to... If they were going to have a match, that was probably the time to do it. And in typical WWE fashion, they're just, here I have another Triple H match for no reason.
So Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler with Austin as the special referee.
God.
That's the best use we have. So that's WrestleMania plans. Where does Cody Rhodes feature?
Yeah, we didn't mention this, but apparently Cody Rhodes is no longer under contract with AEW and possibly returning to WWE, which is astounding to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
You know
big,
what?
this one.
You know what, Smoot? I think John Cena's going to turn up in AEW now.
You're finally on the train here with me, right?
I mean, yeah, there's some things that you just think wouldn't happen, and especially in this kind of time frame. I mean, you don't know what's down the road, kind of thing. But for Cody to potentially be going back to WWE at this stage just seems bizarre.
And Dustin staying with AEW with them, or with with Tony Khan and whatnot, makes it that much more perplexing a little bit, Because to me, I think Cody's just going back to WWE to try to make a statement and try to play a little hardball to Tony Khan and just be like, I still have worth in other companies like WWE.
Well, apparently he didn't like the contract offer, right? He wanted more money and Tony Khan said no.
Yeah, fat chance, pal.
Yeah. So now Cody said, "Well, I'll just go back to the other one then." But how are they going to treat him now? Now Cody was
Probably
one
like
of
shit.
the main, right? He was one of the main guys setting up their big competition now that are embarrassing WWE every week
Right.
by
Well, let's
getting
put it this
way
way:
too good ratings.
if this happened about 5 years ago, he'd be having a match at WrestleMania with Triple H, and we know how it'd end.
Right.
Well, I'm wondering if that's the thing now. Now, Cody's show embarrassed NXT
Yeah.
when it was used to counter program, and he's been mocking Triple H the whole time.
Yeah.
So, where is this going other than that?
He's been on the phone with Triple H, and for the last 5 years plotting this.
What if Cody
Yeah.
what if Cody takes over NXT 2.0 and does a better job with that to where it beats AEW and it still can't do it. And then Vince just fires him like outright.
What don't you get, Cody? I just don't like you.
He takes over NXT, does really well with it, and then in 2 years he signs MJF and actually follows through
Oh
with the whole
no.
bidding war thing. Let me get an invasion.
It's definitely it's a weird scenario. But I think there's something I think it's something along the lines of he didn't like the counter offer from Tony Khan, which was just basically, no,
Yeah.
I'm not giving you more money. And kudos to Tony Khan for that. But I think it's just a little bit, all right, I'll just go back to our competition. And I would assume, like, either take over NXT or, God forbid, team up with Randy Orton again and Matt Riddle.
Huh.
Which is probably what might happen. But I think it's just a case of, hey, I'm just going to go back to my former employer and show, Vince how to book a show on Wednesday nights or Tuesday nights now.
I don't think he's going to be put in charge of any shows. He'll be treated like a big deal for WrestleMania. He'll have a match with someone, whether it could be Randy Orton for all that, whoever it is. And then 3 months down the line, he'll be Kevin Owens, just there. Like, I don't know if Vince is spiteful enough to make him Stardust again.
Yeah, probably.
But
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Yeah.
yeah, yes, I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'd have to hope that Cody would just go, right, seriously, I don't care anymore, and just walk. Just like, forget this.
I mean, all the dirt sheets are saying that it's going to be a thing that's going to happen with him signing to WWE, but I'm still holding out hope that he can at least go to like an Impact or an NWA.
New Japan. He's not. I don't think he's going to go to Impact
or GC.
No,
He could go back to
he's either
Japan.
signing with AEW or he's going WWE, in my opinion. I don't think he's...
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go in. I think they'll save him till the Raw after Mania as well. I think he'd be a good reveal for that. Unless they want him on Mania, obviously. Then.
Well, I don't think he's a... Well... Yeah, I don't know how they would treat it. I don't know.
I'd like to think that there's some kind of gentleman's agreement between Cody and Vince in some ways of when he's... I know. I'm trying to be positive and thinking that, like, he didn't see him as that level. He's gone out. He's proven that he could be that. And now he's kind of like, told you. And there's a respect. And it's like, yeah, I think we can do something with you now.
I don't have that ready, but yeah.
That's a shame. My favorite one. That worked for Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley to a degree.
Did not work for EC3.
Didn't work for EC3.
Yeah. The EC3, to be fair, wasn't kind of...
He was everything
never...
Vince would have wanted.
Yeah.
I don't know how that didn't happen.
Yeah, but he was never. Well, I suppose he was originally, but.
Respect.
There you go.
Thanks for that.
Jesus.
Sorry.
It's loud.
I didn't realize how loud it was. I apologize.
Now,
Christ
like a bit of Booker T to loosen the earwax.
Yeah.
I was feeling a bit sleepy before. I'm like, no, I'm wide awake.
No, he really is in the room with you. You're right.
Proper took it out, Will.
Respect.
I need a minute.
I didn't mean to jump scare you, Will. I'm sorry.
Just wait till he plays the Shucky Ducky one.
I don't think I have that. I can't believe they still haven't updated that graphic, by the way.
Which one?
The Shucky Ducky Quack Quack moment of the night or whatever on the
Oh,
pre-shows.
yeah.
I'm surprised. Why do they still use it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still,
It still comes up, yeah.
with the Microsoft Word 97 callouts and all that.
Respect.
Anyway, yeah, like I said, I think Cody, maybe I think he's going back to prove a point, but I don't think he's going to be. If Vince does bring him back, and all both sides are ready to do this, I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna be ready for what Vince might book him as, which might just be another Stardust run of some sort.
But if you're in Cody's position and you are signing back with WWE, obviously we're thinking it. He's gonna think that. He's gonna make sure that is not. That's his prime objective, in it, to make sure
How do you
in the
make sure?
he
contract.
gets treated the way that he feels he needs to be treated.
Mm.
So,
Vince isn't giving anyone like creative control anymore.
Right.
well, no,
How-
I'm not saying creative control, but I'm thinking he's going to be wanting some reassurances, isn't it?
Like what? How? What can you get Vince to agree to?
That you'll
That he's
take
not
my
just gonna go back
suggestions
on.
on board. You won't make me into Stardust. I won't be.
Specifically.
I won't be
written into my
jobbing for
contract.
Madcap Moss after he lands on his neck.
You know what he wants in his contract?
The Smoke and Mirrors theme song.
No,
Yeah.
no, I was gonna say
Respect.
Yeah.
You know what? He just needs to play that, because I reckon Vince would have a good chuckle with that.
oh, that
I
Booker.
think Vince will
I
get
like
the
your
reference.
jib, Cody.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Nick Khan will have like a little provision, and that will have like an asterisk that will say something like may or may not have a run with Stardust or something. I don't know. And Cody overlooks it.
He might not come back as Stardust, but then what if he comes back as Dashing Cody Rhodes?
Oh, I mean that's the best possible outcome.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
that's what Chuck said earlier. Yeah.
I want that.
You just want that Raw after Mania, don't you? And as soon as the pyro goes off, that mirror
Say the
appears.
music.
I'm not sure how
The
dashing.
mirror appears.
Yeah, I'm not sure how dashing he can be with that neck tattoo though.
Well, that's going to be his first. He does the grooming tip videos. He's going to be how to cover up unwanted tattoos.
Unwanted tattoo.
Yeah.
So he's
Damn, pal, I
regretted
want you
it.
to cover up that tattoo. This isn't Transformers. Calm down.
You have to sort that hair out as well. Go back to black.
Only the divas can be blondes, pal. Dye that job. Yeah, I can see Vince.
We've
saying
got
that.
one bleach blonde. It's Dolph Ziggler. We can't have another one.
That's Ziggler's gimmick, pal.
That's Ziggler's gimmick.
Yeah, I
Is
don't
like
know.
Dolph Ziggler the same age as Goldberg now?
Let's
Pretty
find
close.
out. Let's find out. Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler's he's 40.
Age.
I'm going to say 43.
He
41.
is 41.
Ah, it's 42 this year.
There you go. 41.
He's asking about an NXT these days, isn't he?
Yeah.
Speaking of dye jobs, look at this. Remember when this was a thing with Vicky? Are we not gonna? Oh, thanks Google. We were just not gonna show the image that I just clicked on right here.
When we went to the black hair, yeah.
Scroll down, it's in
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
God, yeah.
Blurry
It
ass
looks
photo.
just like Evan Bourne.
Yeah.
I hear voices in my head.
God. 2011. Jesus Christ.
Hey, that's that same time that Punk and Austin were doing their thing.
That's true.
Cody Rhodes beat Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. Could happen again.
Probably will at this rate.
Yeah.
Can't build any new stars. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else before we get out of here? Did you watch Dynamite? I thought Dynamite this week was kind of like, I thought it was alright. I had low expectations. I was just kind of like, but it was alright.
What happened on Dynamite this week?
That seems to be quite
What
a...
is-
No, I missed it this week. I did see the other thing, Rampage, but not.
I don't know. I
Dynamite.
can't really watch Rampage. They need to make that like a 2-hour show.
I preferred it in the earlier time slot.
Yeah, it was like 7 p.m. or whatever this week or
Yeah.
something like that.
I wouldn't mind if they stuck to that.
As,
That wouldn't
as
be...
a lead into SmackDown instead of
Yeah.
being the afterman.
Was there a reason they changed it this week, or did they just do it for a laugh?
Why was Rampage at
your,
7?
your predictions. Why was Rasputin killed? Why was Ramesses something?
Let's see.
I want to go something to do with the Olympics, maybe, or something was on.
Could be. Speaking of,
I thought you meant why
Olympics,
Rasputin was killed. I was thinking, why?
Oh, because of the NBA All-Star
Alright.
Weekend. That's why.
Oh, right, okay.
That's
Oh,
why.
women are going to be in the curling final in less
I
than
think
an
it's
hour.
on now, isn't it? Was it on now?
I think it's going to start at 2, but
Something on
I
now.
should double check. Is there?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
no,
I'm
live
missing it
Live medal game begins at 1:50. What now? What?
right now.
Hold on. Hold
Ah,
on.
lucky you mentioned the Olympics.
Are we playing Japan?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's happening now.
somehow Japan beat Switzerland. They were easily the favourites to win that one. It's,
Why was Rasputin killed? Why was Rasputin bad? Why was,
why was Rasputin bad?
why was Rasputin hated? Why was Rashad fascinated with the family circus?
What?
Why was Rashad
Why was
mad
Rashad
at
mad at
Nunu?
What's that?
I don't know.
Well, now I need to know. Why was Rashad mad at Nunu?
I'm sorry, you said Nunu.
Yeah.
Not the
Ah,
not the vacuum.
The
Yeah.
Teletubbies. No.
Yeah,
Oh,
come on,
no.
you know what level I'm at.
We were all there with you.
Not the Nunu.
Anyway.
Okay.
Moving on. Yeah, anything else? Anything else you got? Before we
I
get
don't
out
think
of
there is, is there?
Yeah.
here? Okay. So we're officially 6 weeks out from WrestleMania, the 2-night stupendous event.
Yeah.
held in Dallas, Texas. Yeah, we'll be hopefully be on next week, but if not, we'll be on the next time we can get a chance. I'm gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna go and probably not eat any more of these gummy worms because they're not as. Oh, I mean, they're okay. They're okay. I kind of got price gouged on them because they.
Oh no!
Yeah, they were in with like the other stuff that were.
Worms.
Yeah. They were in with like the other candy that was like $1, and then they had their own little rack that didn't have a price tag to it, and it turns out they were like $2.25. I'm like, all right.
Oh, that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, I hate it too.
You know what I hate even more than when things have no price labeling on?
What?
Is when I'm shopping with my wife and something has no price tag on, and she makes the joke, "Must be free then," which she must have made 1,000 times now and still thinks it's funny.
It's a bit funny.
Respect.
How much is this? I don't know. Don't say it's free then. Yeah.
Is she the kind of person that goes into pound shops and asks how much things are?
No.
No.
Ironically, things in the pound shop tend to be labelled. I don't.
Really?
Why?
I don't know,
Yeah.
so.
Lucky
Yeah.
you.
That's the irony.
Weirdly, our local pound shop, or Poundland,
Yeah.
has now started, well, hasn't just been doing it for a little while, selling things that aren't a pound.
But sometimes they do deals for £2 if it's like a really big washing powder or something.
Oh no, they
I-
used to
I-
I've seen like stuff for like £6-7 there, and you're like,
Wow.
Yeah.
it's totally against the whole format of the shop.
I
Yeah.
went up and it was a few years ago, and I looked and they had Blu-rays on the shelf behind the tills, and I saw the Avengers on Blu-ray. I was thinking, Avengers
£1,
Blu-ray,
I'll have
quid.
that.
And they went, I'll have that. And they went, you know, it's £7. I was like, what? Alright, it's alright, put it back.
Should you say to him, come here, take him outside, just point at the sign, go, explain.
Yeah. It's £7.
Yeah, the Dollar Tree over here used to be everything's $1, and now it's like they're offering stuff that's more than $1.
Ah, thanks, Biden.
Yeah,
That's
and then
Biden-inflation for you.
and then one of the stores that we went into, they had like the shelves that had like the little banner strips that said like everything's $1, and somebody just took like a Sharpie and crossed it out. And I was like a part of me died seeing that.
Poundland here is known as Deals everywhere else.
Mhm.
No, we've got Poundland. Oh, do you mean like outside the UK?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Only in England is it known as Poundland.
Well, that
Everywhere
kinda makes
outside of
sense,
England, it's known as Deals.
No one else
which is
uses
a much
pounds. Like maybe in Egypt it could be Poundland, but it doesn't
No,
really
yeah,
make sense
but-
to have pounds in like Ireland where they use euros.
Well, what I'm saying is, since they've adopted this new pricing strategy, Deals is a lot more of a
it makes more
suitable
sense.
name.
It's true.
Anyway, now we're
Yeah.
talking about pound shops. I think it's time for us to go.
I've
You
still
got
haven't gone back to your drink stories, didn't you? So we're gonna.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, sorry. I'm sure you know this story. It's quite well known. Do you get Dasani water over there, Smith?
Yes, it's a Coca-Cola product, believe it or not.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
they tried selling that over here, and it didn't go according to plan.
They didn't do any research into, the UK and our words.
Yeah. Basically, they were selling essentially tap water.
What?
I think it actually might even be still the same, but I think you guys don't care, so you probably it's the same thing.
Ours is like, it's water, but it's like infused with like sodium, so there's like minor traces of salt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what they said. It was tap water, but they were adding minerals to it.
Which made
Um,
it slightly carcinogenic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
apparently. So they stopped selling it here. Also,
I
their
do-
advertising campaign. I don't know if you remember their slogan.
I don't actually know.
Oh, I thought that was going to be the story.
No.
Um, Okay. I'll look it up because I want to get it. There's a keyword. So UK Dasani. It was. That's a headline.
I don't remember much of their advertising, actually. I just remember it getting pulled as quick as it launched, really. It wasn't around very long, was it?
Last week, we reported on Coca-Cola's Swear-esque online advertisement for Dasani water. Flash animation brought up the phrase, "Can't live without spunk."
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Which, in the US, maybe that's a
Yeah.
thing. Over here, that means something else.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
I
very
gotcha.
different.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I've been
That's where that didn't.
I've been handed this headline here of apparently Lashley might have been legitimately injured at the Rumble, and that's why they did the angle at the Chamber with him getting quote unquote concussed. So
And he's been
That
around
would
since the Rumble.
yeah,
No, I'm just
He's been
going to say, so
around,
why
but
do
he's
a
not
big
that much.
promo building up to it?
don't have any guys to take his place. I guess I don't know.
He was the champion, wasn't he? So they couldn't really take him out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That
Also
would
doesn't
make
make
more
much
sense.
sense.
So,
Also doesn't make much sense. But
going back to Coca-Cola's water, they've actually. I don't know if you know this, Chuck's or Beans. The Sarnie wasn't the end of their water selling exploit.
Okay.
Have you seen that smart water?
Yeah.
That's a Coca-Cola product,
That's also good. Huh.
which I didn't know until recently. But yeah,
Please don't tell me you're not supposed to drink that.
I think that one's okay. The Sarnie was okay. It's just that apparently we didn't like the fact it came from a tap, basically. I wasn't too fussed about it, but
Probably because of the Only Fools and Horses episode.
well, that's a lot of
It's
people.
like,
draw
oh, they just did that
conclusion,
thing.
didn't they?
Yeah.
But
wild.
what's the thing about smart? It's got electrolytes in it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What plants crave.
Wasn't there another? What was the juice? Not juice. It was like a flavored water, but it was like fruit juice.
Oasis?
No, Oasis is good. I'm drinking that now.
So be.
Oh god, what was it called? They stopped selling that for some reason. I don't know. Drench.
Oh, Drench, yeah. Slightly flavored water.
I used to like that. It was alright. What was the reason they stopped selling that?
I don't know. I'm an American.
Well, I know. Are you? As well?
Yeah.
This whole time.
It's an iodine.
There was something different about you.
Have you seen? Sorry, we're going way off tangent now. There's a TikTok video going around of an American doing beans on toast. Funnily enough,
Yeah.
and he gets the toast out, and it looks like he's doing everything properly. He's got a proper tin of
Oh, I
Heinz.
think I may have seen this.
He's got Heinz beans as well, so it's the proper
Okay.
shit.
Sounds good so far.
he
Is it
gets to
American
that,
bread, though? That could be the killer if it's all like sweet
It doesn't
bread.
actually say, but you see him butter on the toast, so it looks okay.
Oh.
Puts it in the microwave.
In the
Puts the beans in the microwave.
Already, probably.
Yeah, I know, but I don't mind that
Mob.
too much. But this is where it gets sick. He takes the beans out the microwave, and then he drains the beans.
No!
I know. And puts the dry, near enough dry beans on the toast.
It's
Yeah,
failed to understand the whole point of beans on
Exactly.
toast.
The juice is part of the whole thing.
I remember my dad doing it once.
Have a wedge, man.
It was I can't remember. It was a different brand beans, and it was just like there's fucking hardly any beans in it. It's just literally just juice. So he used to sieve the beans and put the beans on first, and then used to just pour the sauce on afterwards, just like what the ideal amount.
got to slightly overcook the beans. You do it on the hob in a pan, and you kind of reduce it down to make it thicker.
Yeah.
That's ideal bean.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing beans in the microwave. If you don't do them for long, they're okay. Branston beans are better than Heinz as well.
Yes.
Well, that's
I
just
agree.
sacrilege.
No, it isn't.
No,
I was
sorry,
a
no.
Heinz person for a good
Yeah, I know.
25 years of my life.
Heinz have lost the title. I'm sorry, they're not
Yeah,
as good
they've gone very watery.
Yeah.
Branston are very thick
Yeah.
juice. Yeah, lovely.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, have you tried
I
Branston?
went off
recently?
Well, I went off brand once. I think it might have been HP, and I
Oh
said never
no,
again.
no, they're bullets.
No.
They're bullets. Don't eat them.
Oh, you said bullies.
I think
No,
so.
bullets.
Whatever you do, even no matter how desperate you are, don't go home brand.
No, Tesco
Yes,
beans.
that's
They
just-
used to sell Tesco beans for like 2p, didn't they? It was like
Yeah.
it was a gimmick for a while.
Yeah. No.
But no.
Once you've had Branston beans, you'll never go back.
Seriously, you need to try Branston. Bet you any money you'll come on next week and say, I've tried some Branston beans and they're great. And I'll let you off now for buying that cream soda that tasted shit.
It tastes all right. It just leaves you with that like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
film in your mouth for the rest of the day. Like I've had
Ugh.
sweetener, you know, that
Yeah.
sweetener
Kind-
taste that doesn't
yeah.
go away.
I
You know, if
kinda
you
know
want
what you're talking
that,
about.
that you say about leaving the beans in the pan, reducing them
Yeah.
down a bit.
A few chili
You can
flakes.
do that
crushed chili
quickly
flakes.
with a tin of Branston. If you do it with the Branston, stick them in the microwave. And then when you're done with them, just leave them for about a minute before you actually eat them. And you get that same effect. It's very nice.
I don't know. I just don't trust the microwave though. It's going to be a cold spot in the middle. I want it heated through.
Yeah, but
So
that's
you
why
gotta stir
you
it.
do it for a minute, stir it,
Stir it up.
and
Yeah.
do it again. So
Yeah, I
that
could
it's
totally
all.
do that.
Hmm.
You be
That's
That's
raging.
your challenge. It's a challenge for the week. Chooks, get a tin of
Branston
Branston.
beans.
I feel we all should have some form of a challenge.
Yeah.
My challenge is to sleep quite a lot.
Can my challenge be to watch the United game tomorrow and not cry?
You can try, but I don't think you will.
Well, I've got to give myself an hard task, haven't I?
Should we get out of here now?
Branston beans.
Is that gonna
Let me
be
restart
Chuck's?
now.
Is that gonna be Chuck's homework assignment? Is the beans for next
It
week?
is,
Apparently it is. There is an offer here. 4 cans for £2. So if I'm going to do it, I'm going to have to really go for it. I have to commit to the Branston experiment for
Yeah.
the
You
long
can get
term.
them. You can get the little sort of half tins. Like I try get a 3-pack.
Oh, don't
No, you can't
sell
have
yourself
half a
short. You've
can.
got to have a full can.
Got to go.
I think I can't eat a full, especially with toast as well. I can't eat a full can.
Oh, you're not trying hard enough.
Obviously.
You're not full of beans.
Hey.
Hey.
And on that note.
All right. On that note, we're out of here. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week. Have a great one, and we'll see you then. Good night, everybody.